What's going on, guys? I know it's been a while since I made a video. I've been sick. I had to have surgery in my kidneys and stuff. I had more kidney stones, and I missed some work. I missed like 2 weeks of work, but I'm better now, and I'm back at work. So I thought it might be a good time to get you guys updated on what's going on behind the scenes at Axis Football. There's a new update going to come out probably in a couple days. And Danny's already made a video about this. I'll have the link in the description. But what I want to talk to you guys about are some things that he didn't talk about that he's trying to implement right now and in the future in this game. Not 2017. These are specific things that are going to happen this year. So just to get that out there, and he needs y'all's help on how he's not sure how to implement them. So I'm going to give you guys the conversation that we had and see if you guys can give us some feedback on how you guys exactly want to see this implemented, because to be honest, I'm not really sure myself. Alright guys, let's get to it. Okay, so the first thing that we talked about was the fatigue system. He's adding a fatigue system to make substitutions viable. So it wouldn't make no sense to have substitutions if there was no reason to substitute. Since we don't have injuries yet in the game, fatigue is obviously something that you would definitely want to sub out for. If the guy's gassed, he's not going to run as fast. He might fumble the ball, etc., etc. So he wanted some kind of visual indicator on how tired the players would be. Now in Madden, I told him like the numbers kind of fade on the substitution formation thing where it has the numbers. But he come up with an idea of a color-coded system. So green would be, ready to go. You're healthy. You're fully ready. You're going to be full speed. Yellow is you're getting a little tired, and red would be you're gassed. You got to have a timeout. You got to have somebody come in and spell you. So he wants to make it the circle change. Right now it's kind of a semi-transparent circle under the player's name. I'm not sure if you guys want that, or I was also thinking of like a ring, like that goes around the circle, and like have little like bar segments. Of course, color-coded too. I'm not sure. How do you guys want to see this done? The beauty of indie development is that the indie developers can interact with the community and say, how do you guys want this? It's not like their own personal decision. They want to make things that the players are going to enjoy. So how do you guys want to see this fatigue system play out? Do you want to see the circle just completely be colored, like a transparent color, green, yellow, and red, or do you want to see like a circle going around it, or how do you guys want it? He wants feedback on this before he implements it. So this will be in update 6. 5. My bad. 5 will be the 53-man roster substitutions, formation subs, all that stuff. It will be in update number 5. Update number 6 is going to be the playbooks, and we'll get to that later. He also wants feedback on commentary. Now, I remember I told you guys about the commentary is going to get better next year, and this is something, I know I said I wouldn't talk about the 17 version, but he wants you guys to, if you want, submit lines of commentary you want to see in the game. So if you want to actually take part in that, obviously you're not going to get paid for it, and there's going to be, a disclaimer there. If you just want to, help with commentary lines, then he's going to let you do that if you want to. The same thing with playbooks. He wants ideas for plays that you guys want to see. So, if you want to design plays in a game, then just contact him. I mean, how easy can that be? So if you want to see option plays, you want to see flea flickers, I want to see a flea flicker personally. I've already told him. Then yeah, just contact him, and he'll get that set up for you. But he said this in his video as well. Now, I want to talk to you guys about something else. I'm not sure if these requests are going to get put in, but, I talked to Danny, on occasion, and I told him, here's some things that I would like to see added in this year's version. They're not really extravagant, but some of them could be very good. The first thing I told him is the DB logic needs tweaking. I mean, when you pass the ball into coverage, it's like flipping a coin. If he could rework the AI for the DBs to react better to receivers, that would go quite a long way. And he said that he would try to get that worked out. Defensive audibles and hot routes. He's already decided he's going to do this year, so it's coming. Play art, I'm not sure about. I did tell him, I'd like to see that implemented. Menu music control. I told him we obviously need more options to select our songs. So, I mean, we can't really select them unless we go into a game and quit out and then the next song plays. That's not good. We need to have, options where we can select the songs. And it'd be nice to see if it play, this title at the bottom or something. But that's not really huge extravagant, but it'd be cool to have. Now, let's get to the really good things that he's talking about here. I'm going to give you the conversation here. And you guys can feedback, give him feedback in the forums and here in the feedback section here in the comment section, and hit him up on Twitter because he's trying to do these hot routes on defense, and he's not really sure exactly how you guys want it, and the defensive line moves as well. This is something that he had in the first beta, and it was OP as hell, and it was broken, and he took it out for the next versions where it just it wasn't OP anymore. So he wants to give us user control for them, but he's not exactly sure how to implement it. So I'm going to tell you his idea, and I'm going to tell you also, my response to it. And, of course, I think you guys would feel the same way. But how do you guys want it? I'm not exactly sure how you guys want this implemented. But let's get to the zones and the coverages first. Okay, so he wasn't sure, on what players expect when you have a hot route on defense. Well, I'm also always trying to not just take things that are already in a video game. I want to see things expand. I want to see things that we hadn't seen before. So what I told him was, well, I want to see every assignment. You can't do this in Madden or any other football game. I want to see any player be able to do any kind of a zone or any kind of a man or blitz. You can't do that in Madden or any other football game. So I know that's not really what you guys are accustomed to, but I want to see things expand. So what I told him was, I want to see all zones, blitzes, mans, spies, basically any assignment that the defensive has be available for any defensive player. But I'm not sure exactly if he's going to be able to do that or not, but I'm going to give him some examples later in another video. But flat zones, hook zones, deep zones, spies, contains, blitzes, that kind of thing. And here is what he proposed, and I don't know if you guys want it this way or not. Remember, this is a PC game at its heart, so it's going to be, the interface is going to be like a PC. Like, it'll be on the screen. Now, I don't know if you guys like that or not, but here's what he has, what he's been thinking about implementing for this hot route system. Okay, this is verbatim from our conversation. Here's what I'm thinking in terms of button flow. Select hot route button like you would, currently for hot routes on offense. Select defensive player you want to adjust. Select the man, zone, or blitz. Selecting man coverage then allows you to select which offensive player you want to cover or spy. Selecting zone gives you another option for different zones. Selecting blitz gives you options on where to blitz, A gap, B gap, etc. Now, this might seem a little overcomplicated. It's not easy to come up with interfaces for this kind of flexibility, but it is interesting. I would like to see something like this. I'm just not sure how you guys want to see it implemented. Most people are just expecting simplicity. Like you hit a thumbstick, goes that way. In Madden, it's you hit the thumbstick and you go, in certain directions. For the Madden 08 PC version, I know it's like that, but we want to get more. Like I said, you can't have that many things mapped to a stick. And this is a PC, so we have more flexibility. So, yeah, I like this idea he has. If you guys don't like it, let me know in the comments section. Let him know. But I like it. I like the amount of options we could have with the defensive, hot routing. Okay, now this one is a little iffy. This one I'm not sure about because this is very hard to kind of implement to make it feel like it's not arcadey. Okay, so here's his conversation to me again verbatim. How do you think the community would like this idea for implementing defensive moves? When you are controlling a defender and you get blocked, a small set of icons will pop up on the screen where the block occurred. Each icon will indicate a direction up, down, left, right after an amount of time has passed. More on the amount of time in a sec, he says. One of the icons will light up for a short time if you can hit the direction that lights up before it goes off. You will perform a move based off of that direction, spin, rip, etc. If you don't hit it in time, you'll get stuck in the block for a lot longer. The amount of time that passes before an icon lights up and how long it stays lit will be based off of the stats of the offensive and defensive player who are in the block. Now, I responded quickly here because I know you guys don't like icons, and I don't either. Icons are not something that I don't think the community would like, most likely because they feel like it would be too arcadey. And I told him when I make my video, I will talk to you guys about this, and so we're talking about it now. And so he says, yes, I don't want this to feel like a gimmick. I would like to see what the community thinks about this. So give him your feedback, guys. But let's talk a little bit about the update that's coming very soon in a couple days or so. Heck, it might even be today. I don't know. He's adding the AI versus AI, matchup where you can actually watch any game where the computer goes up against the computer. You don't have, it's not like coach mode where you select the plays, you just watch it from different angles. And I'm sure he's going to expand on the angles next year where there's more camera options. I mean, it's very basic right now, but time and money, So that's going to come in the next update. He revamped the offensive line logic. The money defensive blitzing and stuff that I was showing him that needed to be fixed, he's tweaked. And I haven't played it yet, so I don't know if I'm still going to be having success with the delayed blitzes up the middle and the outside blitzes. I'm not sure, but he's improved the center exploit. From what I saw, it looks like it's going to be fixed because the center delays his reaction for a bit, and he might be able to pick up the middle linebacker or a nano or whatever is coming, from the corners and stuff. I'm not sure about the outside blitzes yet, so I have to test that, and I don't know yet. But it should be coming soon. So as soon as the update hits for 4.0, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna try to see if I can exploit it again. And if I can, I'm gonna let him know. Say, hey, can you? It's got to be tough. There's so many people always looking for exploits in games, and it just, to me, it ruins the enjoyment of the game. But I'm looking for them so I can tell him to fix them, because I don't want an arcade experience. I want to have to be able to think to win football games in this game, and that's what we're working towards. So as a community, we need to give him feedback on how we want this game to play out, because he's done nothing but listen to us from day one. All right, guys, that's it.